What's good? You already know what it is, man. Sophisticated G, back with another one. I just want to let y'all know I fear God. I fear God. I don't fear no one and nothing. I fear God. Fear is nothing. God doesn't instill fear in us, right? We shouldn't fear anything. We should be fearless, especially if we do have a relationship with God. We do know who God is, you know. I don't fear, man. I don't fear at all. Especially when it comes to like another man, bro. Whatever happens at the end of the day. Um, I'm not intimidated, like you feel me? I'm not scared, bro. At the end of the day, I fear God. I'm not even. I don't even fear the devil. I don't even fear him, cause I know victory is mine at the end of the day. Yeah, he might throw some things at me. He might throw some temptations at me. He might use some people to come against me. At the end of the day, I know who I ride with. At the end of the day, I know who got my back, right? Through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. I stand by that. I really, truly, genuinely stand by that, right? No weapons formed against me shall ever prosper, right? So, things happen, right? You want to have down periods, but you're supposed to use that shit to strengthen you up. That shit should build you up, right? There's no shame in going through certain things, right? There's no shame of, sometimes things affecting you. There's no shame in that, right? The flesh is weak, so there's no shame. You're going to go through things, but don't let it affect you too much. And don't walk around in fear. Don't be scared. I'm not scared, bro. Don't be scared. Like I say, I'm an introvert. I'm more in, like, you feel me? I'm an introvert, right? So I'm more reserved. People probably think something wrong with me and, oh, he's fearful or he's scared or, he's a bitch and all that. Bro, try me. Try me. You gotta prove that. You gotta prove that. Try me. I ain't saying that I'm the baddest person on the planet and I'll whoop everybody's ass and I really know how to throw these hands and da 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 da. But try me. Try me. We'll see what happens. And the thing is, I ain't afraid to lose. I ain't afraid to take a L. If it happens, it happens. Every dog has his day. You feel me? You can't win them all. But I guarantee you'll walk away like, oh shoot, like, nah, that dude's scrappy. You gonna walk away remembering me. Like, oh, nah, that dude put up a fight. That dude's scrappy. Like, I don't want problems with that dude. Now he earned my respect. If I didn't respect him, I do now. Right? I don't fear. I've been in situations, tough situations, still kept my head up high. Right? Still weathered the storm. Still went through it. Right? There's times where I wanted to quit, and you know what? I'm on the verge of quitting. I'm on the verge. I can't do that. Nah. Then that light bulb clicks, and it's like, nah, bruh. No. That's what's supposed to happen. They want you to quit. People want you to give up. No. The devil wants you to give in. Nah, we not doing that. Light bulb click. Nah, we not doing that. I'm 10 toes down. I know who's with me. I know who's for me. I'm 10 toes. Ain't nothing gonna stop me but me. And you have to walk around with that type of attitude. Ain't nothing gonna get in the way. Ain't nothing gonna stop me but me. Ain't nothing gonna block me unless I allow it to. Ain't nothing gonna get in the way unless I give it the abilities to. You have to stand firm. You have to be tough, and you have to be vigilant. You really gotta be a warrior out here for Christ. You really gotta be a soldier out here for Christ, bro. Because I'm be honest with you, especially walking this narrow path, and you trying to go on this narrow path, and you trying to set yourself apart, you're going to gain enemies. People are not going to like you. People are going to be jealous. They're going to be envious. They're going to hate on you. They're going to talk shit. They're going to make fun of you. Why? Because they can't do it. It's really based off of insecurities. Everybody can't walk the narrow path. The Bible states that. Everybody can't do it. But wide is the gate to destruction. Everybody can't walk the narrow path. Right? So you're going to be met with obstacles. You're going to be met with situations. You're going to be met with experiences and things that are going to try to sabotage you and try to stop you from being who you truly are. Right? You can't fear. You still gotta do you. You still gotta make moves. You can't fear. You can't live in a state of fear. That's not God. That's not of God. You always gotta stay 10 toes down, and you gotta know what your purpose is, and you gotta continue to go after it. You have to continue to put that pressure and apply that pressure. You have to be relentless. The devil is relentless, so you got to match his energy. I will not fold. I will not break. You have to have that mentality. Because this life ain't easy. This life ain't even for us. This life ain't for us. When I mean for us, I mean for the people that's trying to walk this narrow path, for the chosen ones, you feel me? The ones that's trying to do right. This life ain't really built for us. People look at us crazy. People look at us like something's wrong with us. When in reality, we're actually trying to do the right thing. It's crazy, right? That's the world we live in. At the end of the day, you gotta do what's right for you and what's right for God. Don't please man, please God. He has our best interests at heart. I've heard people say certain things, and I'm like, bro, I'm not listening to you. People try to give you advice. I'm not listening to you, bro. It's bad advice. I'm gonna listen to God. I'm gonna listen to that gut feeling. I'm gonna listen to this. Because I move around with pure intent. I have a good heart. I know who I am. I don't have malicious intent. I don't do evil. Do I make mistakes? Yes. Have I made mistakes? Yes. I'm not perfect. Not perfect at all. You feel me? Shit. I'm going to continue to make mistakes. I've done things in my past that wouldn't deem me as being a quote-unquote righteous person. But it happens, right? You live and you learn. You go through experiences, right? But I'm not going to live in fear. Especially if people, nah, we're not doing that over here, right? We're not doing that. I don't fear anything. I don't fear no one. And it's a respect level, right? It's not that I want people to be scared of me and things of that nature. I respect everybody. Until you do some dumb-ish, obviously, like, a lot of people, they be on some BS. That's why I separate myself from a lot of people, or I don't feel like being bothered with a lot of people, is because people be on some dumb-ish. People be on some dumb-ish. They be on some bull-ish. Facts. And they know it, too. A lot of people be knowing they be on some dumb-ish, and then they try to pretend like they not. Like, come on, bro. Like, you, like, then if you call them out on it, you the crazy one. And it's like, really? Or you don't want to be bothered, something's wrong with you. But you just did some dumb-ish, and you know you on some dumb-ish. That's why I don't even converse. I just separate myself, I remove myself, or you go over there, I'll be over here. I don't got time and the energy for none of that. I'm 26, man. I'll be 30 in 4 years, bro. 3.5 years, actually. certain things don't excite me anymore. Like, it's certain things I'm not going to be doing anymore. Like, bro, I'm a grown man, bro. Like, I'm not going to be getting all riled up and going tit for tat with people, arguing and fighting people and all getting out of character. That's for the birds, man. I refuse to do all that extra shit. That should be extra. And at the end of the day, for what? What was the point? Exactly. So, like I said, man, I fear God, man. I don't fear nothing. I don't fear anybody. I don't fear the devil. I fear God, and you should too. God got us. God will never forsake us. He will never turn his back on us. He's always there. Even when you think he's not there, he's there. So I'm telling you, when you know you living for Christ, right? You know he with you, bro. That confidence is going to increase naturally. You're going to stick your chest out naturally because you walk with Christ. You know who you with. You with the Alpha and Omega. You with the Kings of Kings, Lords of Lords. Right? You with the Creator. Man, I walk with him. What's up? And it's not to be on no cocky-ish. I don't come around beating my chest and acting like I'm big and I'm bad and yeah, I'll smoke you and yeah, I'll beat your ass. Like, nah. Like I said, you still have to have a certain level of respect. Don't let it get to your head, because you will be humbled. You will be humbled. But it's good to have that confidence. A lot of people out here walk with fear. They're not confident. They lack motivation, right? They too into themselves, you know, they're nervous. No, bro, I'm telling you, seek God, and I'm telling you, everything will change. You're like, yo, hold up. Man, I walk with Christ, man. You're going to have that attitude like, yo, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I could do this. I got this. If everybody's against me, right, but I got Christ, I'm good. If Christ is with me, who could ever be against me? Who can? I stand for righteousness. And if you're being hated on, guess what? Those people are wicked. Leave them people alone. If people going to hate on you for trying to be righteous, something's wrong with them. But it says it in the Bible, bro. People who try to walk through righteousness is an abomination to the wicked. You're an abomination to the wicked. If you're trying to do the just thing, you're an abomination to the unjust. So who cares what people think? If you know you're doing right, you know you're walking with Christ, you know you're trying to put your best foot forward, you're trying to be the best version of yourself as possible, who cares what anybody says? Who cares what anybody thinks? And we gotta get out of that mindset of like pleasing man, making everybody feel comfortable. And no, we please God. What does God think? What does God think about you? Is he pleased? That's who I want to please. Right? That's my main concern. Am I pleasing God? We gotta stop being lovers of pleasure, lovers of self, and be lovers of God. He's gonna lead us. He's gonna show us to the promised land. And people gotta just humble themselves and stop going off their own understanding and just do right. Just, you feel me? We gotta do better, right? We gotta be better. But first, we gotta seek God and his kingdom, and everything will be added on to us. And we have to have faith, because faith without works is dead. And we can't continue to walk in a state of fear. We can't fear nothing. We can't be fearful. You feel me? Can't walk in fear. That's not God. that is not God and that's not of him. He's never, that's not him, bro. And Jesus never preached fear. If any, what? Like I said, bro, Jesus was one of them. He was really one of them ones. People don't know Jesus the way I know Jesus, bro. Jesus was really, he was not someone to play with. Jesus was not someone to play with. That dude, Jesus was not someone to play with. He was not. He was really one of them, and he stood 10 toes down. He was really a warrior for Christ. And he stood firm. And he was with whatever. Now, obviously, of course, he moved with good intentions. He had pure intent. But his level of conviction, right? His level of authority, how powerful he was, he walked in that. That's why they didn't like him. He walked with no fear. That's why they didn't like him. He told people about themselves. That's why they didn't like him. They said he was blasphemous. Who gives you the right to heal? Who gives you the right to perform all these works? That's how they felt. He was healing people, healing the sick. He was performing miracles. Who gave you this authority? And God, like, bro, I'm the man above. That's who gave me the authority. What you talking about? He stood firm. He wasn't one of them. He was no punk. He was far from one. A lot of people did not like Jesus, and he stood on his principles. He stood on what he stood on. He didn't care what other people think, what other people was doing. He stood on that. And he took his crucifixion on the chest. He ate that ish. Even though he didn't have to. He still ate it. Peter cut the man ear off. Peter was fighting with them. Cut the man ear off. God's like, nah, chill. I mean, God, Jesus, chill. Healed the man's ear. Chill. Because he knew it had to happen. Chill. Good, I'll take it from here. This has to be done. Now, in that moment, it looked like the devil was winning. But what the devil uses to tear you down, God uses that very same to build you up. This is something that had to happen. You feel me? Stop walking in fear. God got you. Salute, Sophisticated G.